All right, so how much better is the Bugatti Chiron once you're able to get it gold and add an EVO tune to it? We're going to find out in this video today. But first, please like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I have been adding quite a few free redemption codes lately. So if you want to be sure to get those codes before they expire or before they hit their quota, hit that notification bell so that you are assured to get those codes as soon as possible. I post them in video shorts. So take a look. There's a possibility that some of those that are still up are still active. So check them out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see, my Chiron right now is fairly decent with a rank of 4705. But we're going to go ahead and gold it right now. And then we'll add whatever EVO tune we can. I don't know how many EVO cards I'll be able to get, but we'll find out here soon enough. And then we'll also do some comparison times. I'll run some times on 2 Gauntlet tracks, the way it is now, along with another longer speed track. And then I'll run those same tracks once we get it gold and with the EVO tune, and we'll see how much better it is. I certainly expect it to be better. We'll just have to find out how much. I'm excited to get this done because as of right now, I have just not gotten a ton of use out of this car as it stands right now. And I've added even just a couple of epic import parts over the last week. So my rank was closer to 4,600 before today's video. But it just hasn't been a great performer in the Gauntlet. And it just also won't really hold up to all the other, kind of higher S-class cars in multiplayer races as well. To give you guys an idea, let me show you real quick some of my Gauntlet times with this so you get an idea, and then we'll again kind of compare once we get this gold and with the EVO tune on it. Okay, so let me start by showing you King's Revival here. As you can see, this is out of all the cars that I commonly use on the Gauntlet, the Bugatti Chiron is my worst performer at a time of 28.186. And I will say that time is probably when my rank was a little bit closer to that 4,600. And then, my best one is actually with the Solus at 26.7. So, a pretty good difference there. Now let me show you Rocky Valley. We'll run these 2 tracks, in fact, so that you guys can see the updated times. But here, my Chiron would get a time of 25.3. And my best time is with the Valkyrie at 23.3. So that's a 2-second difference. That is massive. So, all right, let's go back. All right, I was going to insert the before track times here, but I think what I'll do to save a little bit of time and so you can see them together is I'll overlap the before and after track times together once we do the tune. Let's go ahead and get this thing gold. Now, one nice thing, if you guys haven't noticed this and you're in a position to add some epic import parts to your Chiron, is that right now you have this option, and this kind of comes and goes, but you can buy and apply it now, as you can see down at the bottom here, kind of this direct purchase for like 1,940 tokens. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing gold here. So let's go ahead. Well, we need 2 more here, and then we need 2 more on Nitro as well. All right, to Nitro. Okay, and we are gold. Okay, so let's check out this EVO tune here. I'm not really exactly sure what to expect on how many tickets I'll have. Let's see. Hopefully we get some. 4. Okay, so this is going to be a little rough. Okay, at least better than heavy. We'll probably use it if we don't get anything better. Let's keep going. Ooh, heavy. That one is not great. All right, come on, give us a green. Oh, ouch. All right, what do you guys think? My strategy might change here. Let's do this one. Ah. Bummer. Okay, well, no green parts, but that's okay. And in fact, let's just even see, yeah, 1,500 for just one more ticket. I'm not gonna do that in today's video, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of see what tune we can get by adding maybe some of these non-heavy parts at least. Just out of curiosity, that adds 200. Okay, we'll see what we can do with this. Let's see, this one adds 100, not bad. Let's go ahead and equip that for now. And this is going to add 125. Okay, that puts us at 4980. And it looks like we're still neutral, so that is good. Let's just happen to see what happens now if we add this, for example. Okay, it doesn't add any rank. It does add acceleration, as you can see here. Adds a 4.75 to our acceleration, bringing it to 89.15, 89.515, I should say. And then just to check the difference here, yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's go with this tune that we have here. At least for now, we don't want to spend too much time messing around with this. Certainly, we got a much better ranking and stats than we did previously. So let's go ahead and try running those track times again, and we will see what we get now with the new Gold and EVO tune. All right, so you can see that we got a little bit of a better time after the EVO tune by about 0.2 of a second. Let's move on to King's Revival. Okay, so here you can see we did get again a little bit of a better time just by almost 0.3 of a second. Not anything real massive, but there it is. So I wasn't happy with the results I was getting with that tune, so I went back and played around with it a little bit. I did make some changes, which is getting me better times. I got rid of the 2 neutral weight tune parts, and I replaced them with this heavy drivetrain part here. And what it did is it gave me a little bit of a lower weight, and then it did give me a boost in my acceleration to 89.15. And then you can see that now my rank is also lower, actually. It used to be 4,980. Now I'm at 4,955. So, but it is getting me better times, so I'll show those to you here real quick. All right, you can see my rank is at 4,955. I'm still at a neutral weight. So let's go ahead and run this race. And I did play around with this in manual drive a little bit as well. And I can tell you guys that it does handle better with this new tune. It just didn't like having those 2 neutral weight parts, which actually did add a little extra weight compared to having this 1 heavy part added. I think really this car wants to have a lightweight build. So once I get more EVO cards, I will have to really retune this thing. You know, it's just unfortunate we only had 4 cards to work with and not very many parts. Okay, so there you can see my time is 24.264, which did save me about another 5/10 of a second compared to that previous tune time, and about 7/10 of a second compared to the original base time. And then I did save about the same time on King's Revival. I won't bother kind of showing you all that, but it was also at the end of it about another 7/10 from the baseline time. So overall, pretty substantial. I think, again, once this gets a lighter weight tune on it, it's going to really perform a lot better. And I think we'll be, saving more than closer to, like, say, a full second or maybe even more on some of these Gauntlet tracks. Okay, and as I mentioned, I did test this out on a little bit of a longer track that's good for speed, and that was this Chiron track. And you can see that my baseline time here was 1 minute 18 seconds, 0.139. And then with the new EVO tune, you can see that we got 1 minute 16.892 seconds, so shaving off about another 1.2 seconds. So overall, pretty good. So in conclusion, while we were not able to get a very good tune on this today, I do feel like with the proper full lightweight tune on this car will perform really well and with a significantly noticeable difference. I especially think that in the Gauntlet anyway, you'll see the most notable differences in some of the longer tracks like Out of the Center and Icebreakers. And then of course it should just perform well in multiplayer races. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.